Yeah, I was too slow. I had to catch up. Welcome, my friends, to a show that city never ends. There's a little finger to the present. 3, 5, 4. And then you just watch the show Stomper. I'm your host, Eugene S. I got food in my teeth. We're gonna talk about it all. Some people have also asked me to talk about syphilis. Some also asked me to talk about David Johansen. All of these things might come up. First, Bob Riley's gonna sing us in like he has every single week since 2007. Bob Riley and Michael Manny plays guitar on this. It's Stigmata. The record is called The Calling of the Just. Some of the Coaching's All or Nothing. Still available from Revelation Records in Harlem Beach, California. They're shooting at that nightclub. Hit your car with a hammer. And when your mayor close down out of town on the rails, they open up with some standard restaurant that will fail in Central Florida. Listen well. Got our fingers messed up.
I'm on my way back to nowhere. I took my time,
But I could not see so clear, but I'm taking a real good look at you. I'm taking a real good look at your state.
I'm on my way back to there, boy.
So being paid back and forth always nothing. All right, my friend, meine Freunde. Let's put this little head thing in so we don't have any. There we go. So a lot has gone on. We're at the beginning of the month. My mom's birthday and a lot of good things happening. Got choked up talking to my mom on her birthday. I didn't really talk about it because I realized suddenly something that we all think about every day and we just blow it off. Irma, not Norma, Irma. We shook it off and we say, well, you know, birthdays are something that you are gifted, you are granted, and you got a finite number of them. So you might as well, with an eye, you might as well enjoy it. It's been because I had to cut June a check. And there are a couple people that showed up. I'm just gonna give you their initials, which is very strange. MT from Vermont killed it, but he sends his donations here. That's where he sends them, here. Cash in an envelope. God love him. He comes up, and of course, strangely enough, TM, MT, and TM. These guys are floating your boat here. Unless those of you subscribe to Substack, and then I get money that way. But $660 to Mr. Robinson. I know you said yes. 220 of that is for Bad Boss Brief, and the rest is for Showstopper. So thanks and love go out to June, and those of you who donated as well. So I don't have to come out of pocket, because then it's really strange. Then it makes you like whores. Then it's like I'm paying you to listen to me, and that's very strange. It's like the sad Japanese thing where guys go to bars where they can rent laps. It's funny. I had this Japanese woman tell me, "Oh, I used to work in one of those gentlemen's places." I go, "Oh, well, tell me about it." "Oh, no. I just gave men baths. They would come in for a pretty girl to give them a bath." I said, "Bath? How much?" And she told me how much. She goes, "I'm not paying for that for a bath." She goes, Okay. All right. Well, it was a bath and a handy. I go, "I can do that for free. I'm not paying that kind of money for bath and a handy." And she's okay. You know, it was, I said, that guy, I got the kid here, you know. And I was like, that's still questionable about whether I'm paying for that. I'm paying for, all right then. I gave him the full deal. All right, we just stayed there from the beginning instead of playing this incremental game. What do I care? Anyway. So this has been a strange week. a very exceedingly strange week. And we're going to go down, to the beginning because uncharacteristically, it's been strange enough that I actually, who I'm like the ding-a-ding-a-ding guy, for those of you just listening, I then took my fingers and as though I were brushing dirt off my shoulder and then made the noise, ding-a-ding-a-ding-a. Anxiety has started to pile up on me today because, as you know, next week for 2 days, I got to go to Spain. I got to get all this paperwork right. If you don't know what, I tried to ask somebody on the show last week what a Hague apostille was. None of you knew, had to figure it out, but let's go back in the week. Now that we know who paid for this show, because it wasn't most of yous, we'll go back. First of all, in the interesting turn of events, on a Tuesday, if the shoes fit, we had some AI participation. It took me about 30 seconds to figure out this is AI. The sentence structure was just too weird. And it was like, probably somebody said, are you in the chat room for me on a show about, so it was like, yeah, but however, the guy who I think had put the AI into place was posting as his, and it was just, you know what? And this ties in, it's a segue. He was kind of aiding and abetting and trying. It's like, it's so much the ethos of this modern age where the idea is trolling is, we're going to prank you. We're going to practical joke you. Now, you could be talking about anything else, but the height of comedy is suddenly, like the Joker says, as long as there's a plan, everybody's all right, but something that indicates that there's no plan and people lose their minds. Well, okay. It's funny for about as long as it took you to figure out what was happening. And then I say, hey, bro, you're going to do like I do on my show. If you're a member, if you buy in, you can be as much of a jackass as you want within limits. But if you're just some guy who wants to, under the cover anonymity, but this has become our political ethos these days. And nowhere was that made more clear than what was obsessing me this whole week with the Trump, Zelensky, and Vance thing. Now, listen, if you've been paying attention to American politics at all, you know this has gotten us in trouble before, right? Go to George H.W. Bush. Say, hey, the Iraqis just invaded Kuwait. What do you think about that? And then he's like, I'm not getting involved. That part of the world is crazy. I'm not going to get involved. And then what happens? He starts to dip in the polls, people questioning his manliness. And he's like, I need a leg up here. Hey, Saddam, you get out of Kuwait. Saddam was like, what? Hold on, you just told me. He's like, no, I said you get out of Kuwait. Wink, wink. Oh, I got it. Okay, the hell with you, Bush. I will turn your country into glass. Wink, wink. And then, sadly, too late for Saddam Hussein, he realizes that George H.W. Bush was not winking back. It's a joke, but it's not a joke on him. Next thing you know, scuds, you're hiding in a hole and you're being hanged at some kangaroo military tribunal. And I keep thinking of Gaddafi's famous words as he got stabbed in the anus with a knife. What did I ever do to you? You don't realize the Kurdistan nation, the Kurds have a saying. Their national slogan is "The Kurd has no friends." And of course, except for the mountains is a full thing. You won't get anywhere being America's friend. Because like I talked to my military attaché guy, if you read the Substack, even though it's too soon, probably to have read the whole Substack, he told me to stop being such a child, getting lost in personalities. He goes, nations have interest, and they have to pursue those interests. Wow, man. Yeah, and that's the thing. America. I mean, this is just another. America's like, I'm taking my ball home, I'm not going to play. Okay. Is that pursuing your interest? Well, let's see if the tone and the timbre of economics in the EU changes without American participation. The euro is down against the dollar now, but this is before the dollar was facing inflation and multiple threats. I mean, these are all prickly pear issues, and I don't know. Of course, my Trump guys are like, you don't know that. And I go, no, you guys, you've been the troll party, you've been the minority party for so long, you haven't figured out that running in the room and farting when it's your house is not nearly as funny as when it's somebody else's house. You got the Senate, you got the House, you got the presidency, largely you have the judiciary. Also now, the fourth estate, the press, with Bezos rolling over, you got everything. So that means 100% of what happens is what you've willed to happen. The Democrats, there's no opposition. You can't outvote them. You don't have the votes. It's a numbers game. So that means 100% of what you want to happen will happen. Every now and then you have an outlier of some previously appointed judge that was like, yeah, that's crazy. No, that's against the rule of law. No. And then you ignore it like you always have. But the reality of it is that it's 100% your game now. And you know what that means now? It's 100% your casino. That means you own it all. No more Hunter Biden to hide behind. No more Sleepy Joe. No more of that crap. And in terms of tone and timbre, when these cats come in and try to do what would have been 8 months ago, would have flown, it seems tone deaf. And it's not effective. We got you. Yeah, but you're unemployed now. I'm unemployed now. Yeah. Look at me. I'm living in this street now. I'm living in this street. You really showing us. Look at me. I'm eating fried rat meat. I got you. Okay. Eat as much fried rat meat as you want. It might taste like pumpkin pie, but I'd never know because I'm not going to eat the filthy things. To borrow from Pulp Fiction. So Alexi put the kibosh on the AI and the trolling, but you know, in terms of this meeting, of course, it took for the people in the good ship MAGA. It took them a little while to say, well, Zelensky was set up by Susan Rice, who told him to go in NATO, and NATO had the backing. It's like it's all like Princess Bride stuff. But what does Russia have that we need that you would have to kowtow to Russia because we need it? Oil? You know, after 3 years ago when there was an invasion of Ukraine, people started changing how they did business. Do you know this house that I got in Spain has got technology in it that I did not even recognize for heating and cooling? Now, keep in mind, I got solar on this house, the 1,050 square foot house I'm in right now, about 7 years ago. And I'm still paying it off month by month. It's a drag. It was supposed to make there's all this savings. Yeah, every month there's a sort of savings. My utility bill is $96. But at the end of the year, they do this sleazy thing called true up, where then I got to pay $1,200 for it. So I go to look at the house in Spain last time I was there in August. I was like, oh, where are the solar panels? And the guy just looked at me like, you poor. Yes, BKB's got it. It's some, I'm going to get to Sacramento in a second. It's geothermal stuff. I don't even recognize it. Hold on. What do you need, kid? I'm doing the show.
I want to say something.
No, I'm doing the show. So whatever you show me, you got to show me fast. You knew I was going to be doing the show.
So, if you look at the camera, Peacock can actually turn to a different color because they have a little bit different color.
You could use a filter.
Yeah.
Okay, well, let me finish the show. I'll look at it again. So there's the finger pointing, there's a screaming. We don't, and so this is why I right away go to Joe Pesci with the rotating the hairpiece and JFK. You understand, man? It's a mystery wrapped inside of a riddle, wrapped inside of an enigma. You don't understand. And I'm like, that's it. I don't know who is playing who. Of course, the MAGA tones, the maggots are like, Bush, the inevitable, Bush, the Trump, the inevitable. He's planned this from the outside. He's so smart. Nobody's as smart. It's like jujitsu. 100% of the time, we would say, yeah, the strongest guy in the world does jujitsu to be killer. Nobody can. Chimps can. But humans have to parcel out. They have to be economic about how they use their strength. Right? Be economic about it. So who is zooming who? And realistically, the guy hasn't made common cause with anybody but China, Russia, and North Korea, and Orban in Hungary. So I don't know. This is like, are you getting so much from them to justify? And listen, don't give me the shit about we gave you all these weapons. Gave? Yeah, you did. You did. But those weapons weren't given to you. Lockheed and Raytheon didn't give the Ukrainians free weapons. The government went to them and said, hey, Lockheed and Raytheon, I want to buy some weapons from you to send to our. So it was corporate welfare of the highest order. Seriously. Lockheed has been in business for God knows how long. Raytheon, I used to work they're all right around here. Who do you think, if not the U.S. government and other governments, who do you think is buying this stuff? When was the last time you bought a Stinger? So what we got coming up Tuesday, if the shoes fit, Alexei, John Nash. Also, I found out on some good Aussie news on the Grifters Delight section. I'm not going to cheat it by telling you now, but if you watch Tuesday's show, I usually do it toward the end of the show, and it's funny. Not especially juicy. Well, sort of juicy. It's sort of funny. But we cruise to, I think, the week after next, the last defendant gets charged. And that would be Susie Hahn, former chief of staff. Let's see. I don't know that there's going to be a show next week. I may, if there's Wi-Fi in the new house in Spain, I will do it. If there is no Wi-Fi in the house in Spain, I will not do it. I'm not going to be trying to do it from the lobby of some hotel or some restaurant or some bar. I'm not playing that game. I'm not doing it. So so you'll have to miss next week. But I will be back. I may be back in time for this week's, yes, if the shoes fit. Next week's, maybe not. And then I have to do Bad Boss Brief on Wednesday, but it usually comes out the week after. So, Oscars are tonight. Have you seen any of the movies nominated? Come on. The industry has destroyed itself. I go to a theater for what? For what? Yeah. Is there a pay-per-view this weekend? No. Yeah, no. I don't know what's happened with the UFC, except they're billionaires and they're still. John Nash had to print up a list of the fighters who have money there and haven't collected there. Yeah. Porton? Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah. I'm sort of excited. Maybe I'll watch that, but again, I don't know where I'm going to be. And again, it's Wolf tickets. I don't care. Whatever. So this is 5. Is that right? 5. No, 5. 3 Yes, 354 of the Eugene S. Robinson Showstopper. I'm your host, Eugene S. Robinson. I gotta go help the kid with some artwork. Then I gotta go take a shower, and then we gotta go up to the event, to Mom's event.
Shower.
Huh?
No daddy shower.
No, I'm stinking, kid. I gotta take a shower. So thanks for listening. Try not to die between now and next week. Don't kill yourself. Well, next week I won't even be here. I won't even know. I won't know you're dead for 2 weeks. So try to read the Substack. Have your friends read the Substack. Help me out here. We'll see you soon. Look what you made me do! Don't die, bloody. Don't die.